Hi, my name is Desiree from White Wolf. Today we're going to talk about clairvoyance and what that means. So, first of all, clairvoyance is a gift, which means nothing more than having an extent on your sight, on one of your senses. Because if you want to, you can call an extent on one of your senses a gift, and if you don't want to, you can just say you're good at seeing things. But that's not true. So let's start with number one, a lesser known one. If you are clairvoyant, psychic, maybe even, then if you don't do enough with that, so you don't have to do readings like I do with that, or reading a photo, or make contact with ghosts, that's not what you have to do. But if you ignore your intuition and ignore what you see and then get in trouble, your subconsciousness, the one who is the enabler of your gift, will try to notify you that you're not following your clairvoyance slash intuition. How? By something that is a little bit obvious, and that's giving you a headache, or sore eyes, or dry eyes, or blurry vision, because it's all on the side, and that's just his sign. So, for example, if you are someone who has clear smell and you can smell deceased persons, smell danger, etc., so with your nose, and you don't follow that enough, then the logical thing that will happen is having a cold the whole year or some certain allergy. So the signals of the subconsciousness aren't always clear. But that's number one of what's clairvoyance, the how it backfires, the issues on the eyes. So, but what is it more? Of course, seeing ghosts. But you have multiple layers. You can see them as just a person, and you don't know the difference, or you can see them a little less, like more like a shade or transparent, or you can't see them at all, but you can see them in your head if you want to. It's a it's hard to explain, but it's like saying to yourself, I'm putting on my glasses now, and now I can see in my head a ghost. That's a thing that happens. And that was it for ghosts. Then the same thing exists for seeing auras or orbs or colors around people or around stuff. And that could indicate, well, of course, again, multiple layers. A deceased person, or the energy of the person who was here before, or it says something about the character of that person, all that. And you can look up the color and the definition of those, like orange is mostly creative and purple is spiritual. And yes, that's true, but maybe for you it's a little bit different. Or purple also stands for, like, for example, if you hate that color and you see purple around a person, there's something with that person and you that, well, at least you can learn from. Maybe it's a dislikable person, but maybe it's someone who triggers you in a good way. So there's more layers again. So what else is clairvoyance? Of course, psychic ability. You can see in the future or past. You can just see what happens, and sometimes that comes true. And how this image comes to you is also very different. Sometimes in dreaming, clairvoyant people dream more. Sometimes just in an image in your head. Sometimes you just think you see something, but it's not true if you blink once or twice. That's how a psychic ability can develop. And meditation, you can suddenly see things. Hypnosis, of course, which I like a lot. Then you can see things also. But you have different timelines. The future is never sure, is my opinion. So if you see, for example, just random example, you get fired in a month, maybe there's something you can do about that to avoid that. Maybe quit yourself or change something about the way you are in the job, or maybe another person quits and therefore you don't have to be fired. Or maybe this wasn't a prediction, but it was like someone who thought about you getting fired and the benefits from that or something, and it can look like a prediction but it's actually someone's wish. So clairvoyance is a lot, as you can see. I'm probably forgetting a lot of things to tell you now, but I can always make a part two. But this was it for what's clairvoyance. mm, Clairvoyance is even just reading a person. It happens so quickly, like there are two cashiers and there's no line. And clairvoyant people, even if they don't dream a lot, don't see ghosts, nothing, aren't even into these sort of things, they can just check out the cashier, see who, yeah, is the most fun to be around, and then go to that line. That's also even clairvoyance. So yeah, that was it. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time.